Okay, guys, so we are back for another debate video. I haven't made one in quite some time, but I felt like this topic should be discussed, right? We are talking about the kind of like, I feel like this is, personally to me, this is a kind of a disappointment, but at the same time, it's not. We're kind of going to talk about, is the new Super Saiyan 2 Gohan a disappointment or not? Now, I've gotten a lot of feedback on this because I made a post over on Instagram regarding this topic. Because personally, I'm not happy with this Gohan. I know a lot of you are, and I'm not trying to take away from the hype that is this Gohan because, like, overall, this Gohan, this is exactly what we wanted. Of course, like, by all means, no, this is absolutely fine. We all were expecting Gohan. I've had no issues, like, with Gohan himself coming out. The problem is how Bandai or Akatsuki, Dokkan, whoever makes these cars, whoever designed Gohan as a card is what I have a huge issue with, right? And I'm not trying to take away from the unit because I'm going to discuss later. There's a lot of pros and there's a lot of cons that I want to discuss with this Gohan, right? So let's first get into it, right? The main issue I have is his passive skill, right? I've already talked about this in my previous video, in my first impressions. The attack and defense 58% plus a start of the turn, plus the additional key 1 per key spear obtained, so he's gonna get a plethora of key, plus an additional attack and defense per key spear obtained, so he's a neuter, plus an additional 58% when performing an 18 key super attack, and medium chance of launching an additional super attack. That alone, all of that alone, he's absolutely amazing just from that alone. Plus, he's raising his defense on both his 12 key and his 18 key super attack as well. And then you get into the rest of his part of his passive and his after skill. Plus an additional 59% attack, and attack becomes a guaranteed crit when performing an 18 key super attack if HP is 58% or less with a movie heroes category ally whose name includes Goku in the name on the same team starting from the 5th turn from the start of battle once only. And the same thing applies for his active skill where if you're below 58% HP or less with a movie hero Goku on the same team, starting from the 5th turn, you can pop the active skill, you'll gain 12 key and another 59% for 1 turn. That's where I kind of draw the line with this, right? Now, obviously, that is very, very good, right? Now, like, if you're running the team and you're intentionally trying to go for that part of his passive and that his active skill in that 1 turn, that's easily probably like that actually probably will be the strongest attack in the game. I don't think anything in the game could probably tank that attack, because if you pop the active skill and the passive both on the same turn, God, I don't even think anything, because it's a guaranteed crit, I don't even think MUI Goku in the legendary Goku event could probably survive that attack. So like that's a huge attack. But I wanted to bring up my main points, right? Now originally, hours ago, when I made this post, I was very, very harsh on Gohan. I will openly admit that. I first pointed out his lack of defense, right? Because his defense is not going to be great. He'll probably start out the turn with like maybe, I don't know, like 80 to 90,000 defense, and then after you get him some orbs and then he starts super attacking, at a maximum, we're looking at maybe 150,000 to maybe 160,000, right? Which isn't bad, by all means, no. You'll tank normal attacks just fine. Against MUI Goku, for example, at the very end of the Legendary Goku event, he will have some issues. He's definitely not going to tank a super attack. Even the normal attacks are probably going to hurt him a little bit, too. But 150k defense is definitely very, very good, to say the less about him. Definitely wish it would have been a little higher, but you can't always ask for defensive gods every single time. Number 2, Gaze of Respect. I don't even need to really go into this. I'll quickly bring it up too. Gaze of Respect. Let's take a look at this Gohan right here, right? Because he's one of the main units. Gaze of Respect. The link itself is a very good link per se. When you level it up, it's 2 key and then attack and defense plus 10%, right? The problem is the units that have Gaze of Respect. The OG LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan has it, which alone, that alone is a huge shaft in itself, because number one, both the OG LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan and this new Tech Super Saiyan 2 Gohan share the exact same name, so you can't run them on the same team, which is very, very unfortunate. Obviously, it makes a lot of sense, but like, say in the future, if this OG LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan gets an EZA, for example, you can't run them on the same team regardless. And then you look at the rest of these units too. Like all these Piccolo units, these Kid Gohan units, like you're not gonna run all these guys on you're not gonna run any of these guys to, just to proc gaze of respect. Definitely not like any of these guys, no. So that could have been either Kamehameha, Shocking Speed, any other link other than gaze of respect, but that alone I pointed out was a huge disappointment. And number 3 is the turn 5 requirements. My main issue with this Gohan is I really would have hoped that when they released that, we knew that a new Super Saiyan 2 Gohan was coming out for Christmas. We all were expecting that for weeks because of Bojack's release. That's a given. The problem I have is that I was hoping that Dokkan would have learned from the absolute mess that was AGL LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. When this unit came out, what was it? It was August of last year, like August, September of last year, right? This one unit, both him and Cell, but mainly Gohan in particular, brought a lot, and I mean a lot, of hatred towards the game. Mainly just like a lot of disappointment in the game, because we were all super excited, like, oh yes, finally a new Super Saiyan 2 Gohan after so many years, he's gonna be broken, best unit in the game, so on and so forth. We were all super excited for this Gohan. And then we get to his active skill, 58% HP or less, same as the Gohan that we now have, and then you need an Android 16 on the team, or an Android category ally starting from the 5th turn to the start of battle to transform into Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. This Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is, if the requirements to get him out were any better, he would easily be one of the top 5 units in the game, because this guy's busted, without question. The problem was too, not only did you need an Android's category ally or an Android 16 on the team and be below 58% HP, but to bring out the full power of this Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, you needed a Super Saiyan Goku on the same attacking turn as well, which there aren't many good Super Saiyan Gokus either, right? So that was a huge issue. I don't think I've ever seen so much like hate or disgust or disappointment from the Dokkan community, God, ever since like what, maybe the global like Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Physical Omega Shenron to be released bullshit on global. That was that was 3, almost 4 years ago. That was the last time I've ever seen like truly the Dokkan community like super upset. And then this, holy crap, there were so many like things on Twitter saying, redo the unit, shit like that. It was crazy, and I was hoping that they were gonna fix that, but they didn't. They gave him the turn 5 requirements again, being below 58% HP again on both his passive and his active skill. It's better that we finally have Super Saiyan 2 Gohan himself this time, no transformation required, but like it sucks. It really sucks, because you also need a Movie Hero Goku on the same team. Now, Movie Heroes does have a good amount of Gokus, right? We got this Blue Goku, a couple of Super Saiyan 3 Gokus, this Blue Goku, who's an absolute monster now, which is perfectly fine. We have a couple of Tech Gokus, so on and so forth. Like, this Super Saiyan Goku right here, he's probably the best linking partner, because they share Shattering the Limit, Prepare for Battle, Super Saiyan, and All in the Family, I believe it was. Actually, no, I have him like around here somewhere, right? Yeah, right here. Same Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, Prepare for Battle, Shattering the Limit. He's probably one of the best linking partners for this Gohan. But you don't want to run this guy, obviously, over, say, the current LR Super Saiyan Goku. And a lot of people were saying over on my Instagram post, oh, why don't you just run them on the same team? Run them side by side. No, you don't want to do that, because this Super Saiyan Goku, he too is a nuking type unit, and for him to bring out his full attack power, you need Super Saiyan category allies attacking in the same turn. Gohan does not count because he is a Super Saiyan 2 ally, so they would not work together. They would it would be nerfing this guy, and it would benefit Gohan but nerf this Goku, which obviously you wouldn't want. And I was really disappointed, and I still am. I'm still very disappointed because, like, why? Why would they take this time to bring out the most hype? Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is still one of the most beloved and hyped characters in all of Dragon Ball history, without question. So I'm thinking to myself, why would they saw the mess that was this Super Saiyan Gohan? They saw the hatred for it. So why on God's earth would they put more requirements on this Super Saiyan 2 Gohan? I don't get it. I really, really don't get it. And really, really is disappointing to me. And let's also talk about my fourth point. Long events, he'll be fine for the most part, but, and, I think without question, he's not even in game yet. By the time this video goes out, the data download will probably be out later that night. I already can just picture in my mind Hydros, Truth, DBZ World, them putting out their data download videos of, their first, like, actual gameplay of Gohan. He's easily, without question, going to be the hardest hitting unit in the game. Just on paper, he's going to be the hardest hitting unit in the game. Especially if you proc that full passive of bringing along the movie hero Goku, being below the 58% HP. That one turn you get, that you proc this full passive of being below 58% HP after the 5th turn, and using the active skill in the same turn. Dude, we're talking about, he could probably hit maybe 20 million. This is going to be easily the single strongest attack in the entire game. I think without question. That's my personal opinion, but I think that goes without saying. He's easily going to be the hardest hitting unit in the game. And I think, like, here's my, like, guess of what this unit is, right? He's like a mix of the OG LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, the AGL LR Super Saiyan Gohan, and he's also a mix of Tech Broly in there as well. And then you're probably wondering why Tech Broly, and hell, you can make the argument for Into Rose too. He's a mix of so many different units, right? And I'll get into why, because I was really, really harsh on this Gohan earlier today, and I wanted to also go over some of your feedback as well. A lot of you were agreeing with me for the most part. Some of you, King, I'll get into you in just a minute. I was pretty harsh. I will openly admit that. But, like, dude, I can't be the only one that is, like, slightly disappointed in, like, these ridiculous requirements too. Let's not even try to get into the fact his lack of the Kamehameha category 2. He does the fucking Kamehameha in his super attack animation as well. Gaze of Respect should have been the Kamehameha Link, and then he should be on the Kamehameha category. Like, why? Why that doesn't make any sense. And I don't think they're gonna pull, like, the Dragon Ball Heroes bullshit where it's like, oh, some information may not be correct. Or, no, they would have definitely said that by now. This is final. Gaze of Respect is absolutely going to be staying on the card, which I think is so fucking stupid. And Kamehameha, I mean, dude, come on, seriously? Like, why is he not on the Kamehameha category? That is a huge disappointment, in my personal opinion. Now, a lot of points I did bring up was regarding Super Battle Road. To me, Super Battle, like, long events, I know he's gonna hit super hard. Like, long events is where you're gonna see, like, the full passive activate, like, the whole bit. But in Super Battle Road, it's gonna be really hard to say, because, like, number one, in there's a couple of Super Battle Road stages I wanted to point out. Obviously, the movie hero stage, was one of them. And then like Extreme Super Battle Road and like, you know, Extreme Super Tech Super Battle Road. Extreme Super Battle Road, I think, is going to be the main test of this Gohan, and I wanted to bring up why I thought Broly, Tech Broly was like kind of a mix into this card, because I saw a lot of people comparing this Gohan to Tech Broly, because like he's not really good defensively, but offensively he'll just demolish them, which I do agree with. You know, I did want to point that out. But my complaint is that like for Super Tech Movie Hero Goku units, like do you see this roster? You can make the argument for like who is it? Like God Goku is probably going to be the best one to use for Extreme Tech Super Battle Road. Hell, he carried my run in Extreme Super Tech Battle Road. He'll make Rainbow Orbs, which obviously benefits Gohan. But the lack of defense on that turn, because unless you're facing off against a movie boss category enemy, Goku is not going to do a lot of things defensively. Because like in the movie hero stage, right, or excuse me, the Super Tech stage in particular, there's only like one or two super or movie boss category enemies. So the first couple of fights, this Goku is only going to be there for sealing and orb changing for you. And that's about it. And Gohan only shares Saiyan Warrior Race, Super Saiyan, and Prepare for Battle, which is fine for now. You know, that's not great, but it's, you know, it's better than nothing, because compared to like this guy, now post EZA he'll be okay. Changes Key Spears to changes Rainbow Key Spears to Tech Key Spears, and then he raises all allies' chance of performing a critical hit when they're only Tech-type allies in the same turn. So, hell, he might even not be that bad. The problem is, he'll only share Super Saiyan Prepare for Battle with him. You know, like, that's it. And the same goes for, a lot of people were saying, oh, what about Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku when he gets his EZA? Stop. Just stop. I don't care what Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Angel Goku's EZA does. You know, they could make him absolutely busted without question. It won't make that much of a difference, because they're not going to change his links. He'll only share Super Saiyan with the new Gohan, and that's it. Now, they can make him, I don't think they're going to make him like a support type unit, for example, because he gains 120% attack, and then 20% attack per Rainbow Key Spear, so they're probably just going to up that, and hell, they might even just make him a Rainbow Key Spear changer too, for all I care. So he definitely doesn't count. So you're better off just running Tech Super Saiyan God Goku on the same team as Gohan's partner as well. But Gohan defensively, I mean, it's going to be rough with Gohan, because you want to keep him in the second slot, and you want to make sure he gets all the orbs, which in Super Battle Road, sometimes orbs are not that forgiving, and if you don't feed him the right amount of orbs, you're going to be looking at maybe, you know, 100 to 120,000 defense if you pop the 12 key super attack. So like those are some of my main issues. Now I know he's going to hit like super crazy hard, but like I did want to point that out too, as well. So I know I've been rambling a lot about Gohan. I'm not trying to take away from this hype, because I wanted to bring up this comment from King right here, Dokkan King. He's another great Dokkan page over on Instagram. Highly recommend for those of you who don't follow him, please go follow him. He's been a great friend of mine for, God, years now. But he did bring up this point, that I'm underestimating how busted this guy is. Get double the key for each key spear obtained, plus 7% attack and defense. Per key spear obtained. You know, and there's a lot of hype around this guy. He also pointed out the amazing animations and the hype around the OG voice, which is true. For those of you who don't know, in his active skill, the OG voice actor for Gohan came back and made some new lines for this Gohan, which is obviously, that's so fucking hype, without question. I'm very excited for that too. And his animations look fucking gorgeous. Gohan's animations are probably some of the best animations in the entire game thus far. And I just want to make a rebuttal to that, because I'm not trying to take away from the hype of this Gohan. like I pointed out earlier, I can't be the only one that sees some of the flaws in this. Like the requirements. Like I I I'm upset because like we were all of us looking so forward to seeing a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan come out, at him absolutely be busted, in which he is in his own right. You can disregard the second part of his passive and his active skill. Just take away his active skill and second part of his passive. 58% attack and defense, the extra key he gains per key spear, the attack and defense he gains per key spear, extra attack for launching the 18 key, and it also has a built-in medium chance of launching an additional super attack as well. Like, take that away alone, he's easily still a top 10 unit in the game. But like, my complaint is, okay, if you're gonna release Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, you saw the aftermath of the amount of like disappointment and hate for this guy's active skill requirements for bringing out Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Why would you put requirements on this Super Saiyan 2 Gohan? Fuck it. Make him the best unit in the game. We've had Jiren, Turles, UI Goku, the Blue Fusions, like so many top tier, characters be best. We've had the discussion of best unit in the game for a long time now with like Jiren, UI Goku, and the LR Turles crew. Fuck it, make Super Saiyan 2 Gohan probably, like I said, the most beloved and most hyped character of Dragon Ball in Dragon Ball's history. The number one best unit in the game. Fuck it. Well, go ahead. Why put restrictions on him? I can't, like, somebody did point out, like, it does make, right here, I don't think they messed up this unit. Goku helped him in the movie, so I think it's okay. Like, yes, realistically, yes, it does make sense, because Goku does help him out in the movie, so on and so forth. He's the reason why why Gohan becomes Super Saiyan 2 in the first place, blah, blah, blah. But, like, dude, come on. Like, it's still stupid regardless. Like, yes, it made sense, but like, man, he should have been the best unit in the game. He should have been, without question. And he's not. I don't put Gohan over Jiren. I don't. He's obviously going to hit harder than Jiren, but Jiren does way more than Gohan does, which Jiren I'll get into in a minute, because another reason why I'm still upset with the whole Gohan releasing on Global too is that now Global's timeline is completely fucked up, which I'll get into in a little bit. But let's keep going for a little bit, right? I did want to point out a couple of things. Some people, like I said, were agreeing with me. Gohan's a cash cow. I do agree with that. His defense is not too good, and passive is too restricted. It becomes boring. We'll see how he fares, though. Maybe in game he's not that bad. Yes, I do agree with that. We'll have to see how he is in game. On paper and in game are two very different things. But based on what we're seeing here, I know for a fact he's going to be the hardest hitting unit in the game. His defense will be a little lackluster. 150,000, that'll be fine for the most part. That'll get him away with a lot of events. Yeah, Joe Taints right here mentioned if you somehow do get his full passive off, you're going to hit astronomical numbers. Yeah, without question, like I mentioned. Gohan, with his full passive and active skill off, he might just break 15 to 20 million on that one turn. Rainbow, you have some support or something like that. I mean, what? Is there a Goku, a movie hero Goku that also supports? I don't think so off the top of my head. Yeah, I mean, I don't think so, really. So, I don't know. It's really, really hard to say with that. Raising his defense on both his 12 key and his 18 key, yes, that is true, obviously. Not even that mad, because dropping ridiculous units back and forth, kind of relief to see a dislike/mediocre unit. Plus, it's a skip banner so people can save their stones. Yes, that's true. Yes and no. I'll get into it in just a minute with Jiren, right? Let's continue right here. No, he does not link well with the Spirit Bomb Goku. I've already talked about this. Let's continue. Yeah, this guy pointed it out to me right here. 55%, no orbs, 95,000 defense. He also raises his defense upon the 18 key. Rasengan Goku, which is God Goku, we've already talked about him, obviously. Tech Angel Goku is completely out of the question. Let's see. They were actually closer to making this guy the best unit in the game, and they were with the AGL one in my opinion. Tekkon's restrictions aren't as oppressive as AGL Gohan. A movie hero Goku isn't impossible. They love putting turn restrictions on him. I agree with that. They tested him out and found out he's way too OP. And my rebuttal to that was, okay, so then why make him super OP in the first place? Or fuck it, just make him super OP. Like, I don't see the issue with making him super OP. People have been begging for a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan to be the best unit in the game. So what's the issue? So I don't know. So that's probably enough for that for now. And I did want to bring up Jiren really quickly. Global's timeline is just now completely fucked up because we were all expecting Jiren to come out for Global, like, you know, in a couple of days or so, but now, like, so what? Are they just gonna not have Jiren on the, like, during the Global celebration? Or if they do Jiren, I think this is a Global shaft per se, because now they're releasing a double race banner that's going to have LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan on the banner. Then they're going to have the Tanabata banner, which will release on Christmas for Global. That's how it happened last year, which a lot of people have been looking forward to. The Tanabata is the return of the LR Blue Fusions as well, and a lot of good Dokkan Festival units, so on and so forth. So we have this Super Saiyan 2 Gohan banner coming out in 2 days, not even, right? We have the Tanabata banner coming out on Global around Christmas. We have the Step Up banner for New Year's, which if you want to do 2 full rotations of, which a lot of free-to-play players should do, that's 400 stones right there. Which not a lot of players can afford either. Not even mentioning the LR Blue Bros, LR Blue Evolution Vegeta and Kaioken Goku that's currently live on Global. And they're gonna try and release Jiren all in the same month? Like, are you kidding me? Global better shit out like 500 stones for all players or some shit like that, because that's just absolutely ridiculous. Even for pay-to-play players too, that's still such a ludicrous amount of money being spent trying to pull Jiren. Gohan will be easier to pull because he's on a double race banner as well, but Jiren, you know, like a lot of players, I'm more personally excited for Jiren than I am Gohan, because Jiren, obviously, I consider probably either the best unit in the game or like top 2 in the game currently. Jiren in himself is just a whole fucking monster. He's just an absolute monster of a unit, without question. But like, this just completely fucks around Global's timeline, and it honestly hurts Global because now we're gonna have 5 banners all at the same time on Global. Like, are you kidding me? Like I said, for free-to-play players, this is gonna be a nightmare because, you know, they're gonna be torn between summoning for the most hyped character in all of Dragon Ball, or summoning for Jiren, which a lot of players I know are very excited for, or the Tanabata banner, which I know a lot of players have missed out on the blue fusions from the anniversary, so they've been saving their red coins and shit and other stones for the return of the blue fusions. And the Step Up banner, which is 400 stones, which it's the most valuable banner of them all. So, man. All in all, I did want to make this video. You know, obviously this is just a huge rant video, but I did want to make this out. I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to take away from the hype of this unit. Okay, I'm not. I absolutely love this unit. You know, disregarding his active skill and his passive, he's gonna probably be, hell, fuck it, if I pull him, he's probably gonna be one of my favorite units in the game. I won't even deny that. But I wanted to point out these issues because, like, it's stupid. It has to be talked about. Like, where were these restrictions on, like, other characters? Jiren has almost no restrictions whatsoever. Like, you look at Jiren, his only restriction for him being effective against all types, for example, is that the enemy is in the attack down or defense down status, which is basically easy to get because like you put him on a rotation with God Topo, for example, post EZA, he lowers enemies' attack and defense just being on the turn. Like Jiren's only restriction is that he's not on a shit ton of categories. That's it. That's his only restriction. If Jiren was on any more categories, he would be #1 in the game, I think, without debate. Um, but like, I just don't get it. Like, I really, really just don't understand why restrict the most hyped character in the game, or in all of Dragon Ball. I don't. Um, it's just now like, would I recommend summoning for Gohan over Jiren? Now that's like a debate of its own. I would personally recommend if you Jiren, you could probably skip over this Gohan. You would if you were trying to summon for either Gohan or Jiren, I would say summon for Gohan because Gohan's banner, it will be a double featured double rates banner, so double the amount of SSRs pulled, double rates and shit like that. Gohan's chance of being pulled is very, very high. Gohan has a higher chance of being pulled than a normal Dokkan Festival unit does in their initial banner. Like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, for example, you have a higher chance of pulling Super Saiyan 2 Gohan than you do Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta on his initial banner. Like that's just like how big it is. So if you want to get Gohan, now is the time to pull for Gohan. Jiren, on the other hand, he will be a regular legendary summon banner. Not the same rates. It'll be the same rates as every other legendary summon banner. So there's that. So I would honestly recommend pulling for Gohan rather than Jiren. That's just my personal opinion, of course. That obviously I do consider Jiren better than Gohan is. But again, my personal preference and my personal opinion, of course. Gohan, he'll release like in a couple of days from now. But like I said, by the time this video goes out, it'll probably be like a day or two before Gohan's banner comes out, and that'll be the end of that. So like I said, I do apologize for making the like this sort of rant video per se, but I did want to get this off my chest. I did want to point this out because I've seen a lot. Like I was scouring through Reddit, through Instagram, through Twitter, all of this morning when I found out about the release of Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Right? There's a lot of mixed feelings. There's a lot of mixed feelings. Is there a lot of hype? Yeah, absolutely. It's fucking Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Of course, there's a lot of good feelings about him. But I also saw a lot of disappointment. The same feeling that I'm feeling. Why is there so many restrictions on him? Like, why isn't he the best unit in the game? He damn well should be. Fuck it. Like, nobody would have any complaints about it. Nobody. I don't think anybody in their right mind would have any complaints about Gohan being better than like Jiren, Turles, or UI Goku. I don't. Until like the 6-year anniversary comes out with Master UI Goku and Blue Evolution Vegeta, and they become the best units in the game without question. I'll say. I don't know. I did want to make this video. I didn't want to make it like super ranty. I know it ended up being super ranty. There's a lot of pros. Like this Gohan is a very good unit. Like he's easily top 5, top 10. You can make the argument for him because not even just like you could, like I said, disregard his active skill and his passive. Look at his categories: Movie Hero, Hybrid, Saiyans, Goku Family, Youth, Bond Master Disciple, All Out Struggle, Super Saiyan 2, Full Power, Exploding Range. He's on a lot of good categories, and you can run efficient teams around him, too. A lot of orb changing units, just like so on and so forth, as well. You can build many teams around this Gohan, and you'll do just fine. Just disregarding his active skill and his passive, he's still one of the best units in the game. I just like the fact that they added the rest of the part of his passive and his active skill is like what pisses me off the most, right? I wanted Gohan to be crazy, but they restricted him. That's my main complaint, is that they restricted him. am I gonna, if like, you know, in a couple of days from now, if I pull him, am I gonna still have a lot of fun with this unit? Absolutely, without question. I can't wait. I cannot wait for when, like I said, Truth, DBZ World, Hydros, they all do their data download video and show Gohan in game. I can't wait to see the fucking astronomical numbers that Gohan is gonna put up. Which is why I also wanted to bring up into LR Rose, because we had the same reaction with LR Rose last year during the 5th year anniversary for JP when we saw LR Rose putting up 10 million attack stats, right? 8 to 10 million, if not higher. And we were all calling him best unit in the game without question, and then we saw his defense, and then we changed his mind, and so on and so forth. That's what I'm saying with this Gohan, because I saw a lot of people saying, oh, Gohan's the best unit in the game. No, he is not. He is definitely not better than Jiren. Is he going to put up higher numbers than Jiren? No, but you clearly haven't used Jiren then. So that's all I'm going to say. But whew, I've been talking for a while. I do apologize for that. I did, just like I said, I wanted to get this off my chest. I wanted to just like point this out because I know a lot of people are upset with Gohan, as I am. You know, I wanted to state it. This, like, I'm not trying to take away from it, but this Gohan could have been more exciting, could have been more hype, could have been just better in general. He could have been, and he's not, and he should have been. He absolutely should have been so much more hype. And like, you know, he's the embodiment of hype. And then, you know, the restrictions. Oh my god, the restrictions. I don't get it. I certainly just don't understand it. I really don't. Like someone made a comment, like somebody's got a over at Akatsuki just, you know, like here, yeah, someone over in Akatsuki really hates Gohan. Yeah, clearly somebody does, because somebody clearly does not want Super Saiyan 2 Gohan to be the best unit in the game. You know, Gohan, like, he's still going to be one of the best units in the game. Top 5, top 10, I would say, without question. Hardest unit in the game, easily, without question. I think he's easily going to hit way higher and stronger than Jiren, Turles, the Blue Fusions, all of them. I think without question. So, again, that's just my personal opinion / theory, of course. You can say what you want. Leave it down in the comments. Are you okay with all the restrictions on Gohan, or are you like hype regardless? I am. Again, I'm gonna say this one last time. I promise. I am not trying to take away from the hype of Gohan. I'm not. Okay. I'm so excited. We are finally getting a new Super Saiyan 2, an actual Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Not this guy. Okay. Like, because you never see his transformation. So I'm very excited. We are seeing a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. I just wanted just more from him. I wanted to have a unit that had no, like, feedback, like, not feedback, what's the word I'm looking for? Drawbacks, excuse me. No drawbacks of anything else. So, again, my personal opinion, my like, I just want to make it clear, Gohan, I'm super excited for. I know I'm gonna have a blast with him, so on and so forth. But I really need to get this off my chest, make it abundantly clear that these restrictions should have never, ever been put on the character. It shouldn't have been. Whew, okay. Promise, that's it. I'm gonna wrap it up right here. Gohan comes out just a couple days from now. Double raids banner, remember that. If you want to pull Gohan, now is the best time to do it. And that's all I gotta say. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all later.